Alright, so in this video we are going to talk about arrays. So what is an array? So think of an array as this rectangle in memory, where inside of each rectangle, we call this container, okay, we have smaller components here, right? So we have smaller buckets, just like variables, right? So we have variable 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But the beauty about this container containing smaller slots of variables, smaller slots in memory, is that each container has an index, right? So the first one is going to be index 0, index 1, index 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so forth, depending how big this container is. Each container, these slots there, they're called elements. So now we have a container, this huge rectangle here, bigger bucket, and inside we have elements, so the small slots, which are then connected to index. So think of an index as ID for each slot. So if we want items in container or in element 0, that means in index 0, we will then get that element. If we want then what is stored inside of the index 1, we will then go and fetch the index 1 and we'll get that element. Okay, so this is the visual representation of what an array is. The beauty of having this data structure called array is that it allows us to organize our data. In this case, this array here could be an array of type integers, so we would have numbers. So inside of element 0 would have 2, element 1 would have 4, and so forth. Everything is well organized throughout the container, throughout the array. And it's easier to fetch the contents inside of the elements or inside of the container by using index point where the slot is and get the value from it. Let's go ahead and see how we create arrays in Kotlin.